Alright, welcome to GMI, Grace Media Inc. Studios. Today we're talking about 3D in After Effects. So we don't want to waste time. What you need to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updated and notified on every video we post on YouTube. Like the video if you want to like it, and make sure that you click on that bell so that every time I upload the video or every time we upload the video, you are notified that Grace Media Inc. has uploaded something for you, and you need to learn something. So let's jump into After Effects. Remember that this tutorial is for beginners completely, and if you're a beginner in After Effects, this tutorial is for you. Like I said that we want to talk about 3D text in After Effects. If you don't know how to play with 3D text in After Effects, this tutorial is for you and you need to learn something. So this is After Effects 2020. Alright, so I need to have 2021 but not yet. Alright, I saw that Adobe updated some things in After Effects that are pretty good, and I know that we are talking about the roto brush. We had roto brush 1 and now we are talking about roto brush 2. So a lot of things that have been updated in After Effects. Alright, so we want to create a new project, because when you open After Effects the first time, you want to see this tab with this window where it says welcome to After Effects. Just because I've opened recently, worked on something, so there's welcome back to After Effects. So create new. Alright, so if you're a beginner in After Effects, what you need to do now is you want to create a new composition. So a new composition is being created, and this is a window that gives you the properties and the settings that you need to set for your project, for your composition, so to say. So I need to set project composition name right now. So I'm gonna say 3D text. Right, okay, so preset HDTV 1080 29.9597 is alright, and then width we're talking about 1920 and height 1080. Alright, so everything just say okay. Everything is good at its default settings, so let's go. So we have created the new composition. After Effects is about composition. Alright, so it's about composition, so you can create as many as you want because it's compositing. So After Effects is a software, it's a program that you can use for compositing, So alright, so the first thing you can do right now is to type your text which you want to put in 3D. So now we are talking about typing a text which we want to put in 3D. So let's go to text. Here is where you can find the text. Right, so if you want, you can go here, layer and new text. Right, so shortcut, you find it here, or you can press Ctrl T. Alright, so let's type something here. I'm gonna type GMI. Right, you can type anything you want, but I type our studio, that's Grace Media Inc. Studios, the dimension for all creations. Right, so here is a text which we want to put in 3D. So alright, so let's refresh by putting off the caps. Alright, so here we want to make this GMI in 3D. So what we want to do next? Alright, so that's gonna be your question. So you want to say, what are we going to do? Because you want to put it in 3D now, so that at least we can play around with the text. Alright, so don't worry. What we want to do is to come here. Here is a layer. So here are many properties. You see? So this little box here says 3D layer, allows this layer to be manipulated in 3 dimensions. Alright, so you click here, you click. This allows you or allows the text to be in 3D. So the layer becomes a 3D, which is in 3 dimensions. So you can start playing around, playing around with the text. All right. So now, if you have put this text in 3D by pressing this button, all right, if you don't see this button here, you can click this. Okay, so this hides, then reviews, hides, reviews, hides, reviews. Right. So now you see that there is nothing really that you see that this is a 3D, because 3D involves of lighting and texturing and everything about that. So right now what we want to do is to come here and go to geometry. All right, geometry options here. All right, so you want to go here you go to extrusion depth. So what I want to do is put it at 100, whatever you want. This tells how much the depth of the 3D text can go. So we want to put it as, just for the demonstration, I want to put it at 100. All right, so 100. Still you can't see anything because the camera is set at standard, so that's how it is default, so you can see nothing. It's in active camera. So we want to talk more about the camera in another tutorial, but right now we want to add the same camera, so that at the end of the day we want to see that this is in 3D. So what we want to do is to go on layer, so new camera. We want to create a camera. These are the options for the camera. So now you can leave them the way they are, but you can play around. For now we want to not talk about this. Okay, so let's just click OK. We have created the camera. Okay, so I want to show you now how you can toggle between different options of the same camera. You can go here. Here's the camera, unified camera 2. So you press this. What you can do with this tool is when you move it, you see, this is what happens. So you see, this is a camera. The way you can move your camera, like when you're moving or when you're shooting, then you're moving, is exactly. So the camera, the same camera is the same camera, right? So we want to go again and choose. We have got one unified camera 2 and orbit camera 2. This orbit camera 2 lets you to orbit the text. You see what is happening on the text. Yeah, so this is what it is. And you go here, you find this track XY camera 2. What this does is you can move the text, so moving. Let's put it here. And then there is the last one, track Z camera 2. So here, what happens is zoom out, zoom in. Just hold on the left button and lets you to do this. All right, so you can zoom in. Now I want to show you the keyboard shortcut for these tools. Right, so when you press C, you find out that here's a 2. You press C, another 2. You press C, another 2. The same tools we've been talking about. So you press C, unified camera. You press C, orbit camera. You press C, track XY camera, and then you press C, track Z camera 2. Right, so those are the shortcuts. So C is a shortcut. Okay, so I want to put it like this, right? And let me just move it like this so that we see it clearly. Right, so this text is in 3D, but it doesn't look good because there is no light. So we want to add light. So we're talking about lighting. So for advanced lighting tutorials, check out Grace Media Studios. Just subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload the video. Right, so let's add light now. Well, this is in 3D. You can tell now, you can see that it is in 3D, but we need light to see it clearly. All right, so let's go to new layer. Okay, so new layer, we add light. Okay, so there is spotlight, a parallel light, and a point light, ambient light. So for now we want to choose spotlight. Right, so you don't need to play with many things right here. What you can do is just you check this cast shadows. Right, so just check it. All right, helps to cast some shadows in your text. All right, so press OK. All right, now you can see that it is becoming better. It is becoming better. So I can move, you see what is happening? I can move the light, right? I can move the light. Okay, so we have Y, you move like this. Okay, so we have X, you move in this way. All right, so it's how you choose to set your light. And then we have Z is the wider, how wide your light can be. Okay, so the closer this point can be, we are talking about the more darkness will come to your text. So when you put it close, you see what is happening. The light becomes bright in the text. So we leave it like this. So I can just do this to move it. I want this light go. Let me just do this. Okay, I want this light to affect this area. Okay, so this area, because we want to add another light, so don't worry. Okay, so you see, this is good. It's now showing its burst. So we go back to the camera tools, press C for shortcuts. Right, so I want to change it to be like this. Okay, right, so now I want to add another light. So if you want, you can just go to layer and new light, but if you want, you can duplicate the same light and just change the properties of the same light. So duplicate, Control D. So we have duplicated the light. You see, it's now brighter than before. Okay, right, so we can play around with this light. So here are the light options, transform, light options. So let's go to light options and choose color. Right, so let me just choose this color. Of course, this is my favorite color, this one. Right, it's my favorite. So here it is. It has affected our text. Yeah, so if I can move this light, you see what is happening? You see what is happening? Okay, so you can add another light if you want. Okay, so what is making this possible is because I have turned the settings of the 3D, the renderer to Cinema 4D. Go here. When you look at here it is renderer. Okay, so renderer, here are the options. So you go here. So here, if your text cannot become a 3D after you toggle or after you select that box, this box here, if your text is not 3D, then what you can do is you go here, 3D renderer, choose Cinema 4D. So Cinema 4D is what we use to work with 3D. Right, so you can see this. So we want to create another light right now. So duplicate. Okay, so let's duplicate right here. We've duplicated. So we want to move this light. So you can play around with this light. whatever you want. So here I'm playing around with it. You see what is happening right now? Now you can see that this is a 3D text, isn't it? Okay, so that area told you that this is a basic tutorial just to show you how you can turn the text to 3D. We want to talk about, animation, text animation in the next tutorial. So if you have any question concerning the same topic we've been talking about, 3D text in After Effects, you can comment down below. I'll make sure that I take time and answer the question that you'll ask, or if you request for a tutorial depending on where you didn't understand, and then I can do that. Right? So here is a 3D text. It's possibly made in After Effects. So I think we come to the end. Let's continue next time. Don't forget to subscribe to Grace Media Inc. Channel. Remember to go to that bell and select all, so that at the end of the day, anytime I upload a video, you'll be first to be notified that Grace Media Inc. has uploaded a video and you need to watch. Next time we're talking about animation. The way the text is right now, we can animate it. Okay, so we want to talk about it next time. So thank you for watching. My name is Aaron Kentero, from Grace Media Inc. Studios.